This week I managed to EP and clear both the postulate case and the universal, or PPS, case. I did not expect this. It just happened suddenly and quickly with the use of the new one-shot process I've been running. This made me realize a few things. First, that these states occur a lot quicker than we first expected, in probably 25 to 35 hours of processing each. And second, that they may only be release states leading to clear, where clear is defined as being free from the whole track identity and forced by the implant of incident 0. I believe this to be so, because I have finally gotten at what exists prior to incident 0 in the whole track as we know it. The area is timeless, but, of course, one can impose time and run it just like anything else, although for the first time it is as a thetan. Yes, you read that correctly. This whole time, from 1950 to the present, it may be that we've never been in our own true valence as a static. That is why we could not simply address our case directly and as is it in the past. Now we can. So, things are shaping up to where we would run a being to release, on each of the cases, individual, composite, postulate and universal. At which point they would be clear, the equivalent of theta clear in the past, or thereabouts. Then processing would continue on from one's own valence until exteriorization with all perceptics occurs. I won't go into all the details of this right now, but when I do, things will be a lot simpler to run and understand than they are right now. What I can say is that I'm fully confident this route will repair and handle all case types. With one easy-to-use procedure and Book 1 style auditing. This is all a being or groups of them will need to go OT. I have further boiled universal processing down to 3 versions of the same procedure. The first is frequency processing, with the universal frequency scale that we've already been using. The second is a recall version that leverages the not yes assessment to allow for uniform as icing of masses. And the last one is the actual one-shot OT process. That will only be run after a being has been run to their own native valence. I estimate that obtaining this new clear state will take 250 to 400 hours or less, on a new person. On those who have had extensive training and processing, 50 or less at that point. Then the time to go exterior with full perception will vary. It depends on the being and the history they've had before the whole track. I'm at this point myself, so I have no definitive answer to this question, but I've had some promising results. This last Friday, I spent most of the day exterior around the space of my body. So, the indications are good. I'll have more data soon. Then we can get everything streamlined in the group and people moving along with their cases. That is the next step I want to take. Get all of this codified, and bring in as many beings as we can. We need members, then the rest will fall into place once we deliver good service. And to that end, I will be working closely with Roger Martin and others to get this thing off the ground. We had the release of the construct to base our organization's structure off of, but discoveries and changes with this new tech will surely change that to some degree. We are shaping up to have Roja as a bridge between the practice of Scientology and Asperianism. Then I would like to write 3 basic books on tech, admin and ethics in Asperianism. These will be all that is needed for its practice and use. They will also be the main tools for dissemination to the public. Then, there may be a master course for those who wish to do it, along with maintaining a monthly membership with the group. Once a person has achieved all 4 release states and EPs as per above, I am making it a prerequisite that a person trains with me before I give them the 3rd and actual version of the one-shot OT or OT straight wire process. I hate to do that, as some may see it as underhanded, but I feel, or rather, I know, it's necessary to retain other control of Asperianism, similar to how the HCO maintained control of all copywriting in Scientology. To participate in that training with me, there will be a few special prerequisites that will need to be met. That is a long way off, though. And most importantly, people are getting Asperianism that they were the gains and wins out of denied in Scientology. That is what counts, and I look forward to more beings taking advantage of it each day. Love, Ron.